In your bio, you mentioned that you love the game. What is the game?
The game is the dating game.
And what do you love about it?
I love going out, meeting new people. I love having the ability to, just have a good time and have my freedom. So I do enjoy that. I'm not gonna backtrack, but I do enjoy the dating game. But I'm also thinking about settling down.
And when you're dating, you're out there, what are you looking for exactly? I know you're looking for a beautiful woman, but what do you want
Right.
from her?
Well, I wasn't speaking to myself when I said I'm looking for a beautiful woman. I'm saying that's most
Oh,
men out there.
oh, okay.
Of course, I do like that, but a woman really has to have two qualities. She has to be faithful and she has to be supportive of her man. Those are the two qualities a woman needs. Men, we have to protect, we have to provide, we have to be able to get dangerous when necessary. But women have to bring certain things to the table too. And she has to be supportive of her man and faithful. If she can't accomplish those two things, then she's no good.
And when you say supportive, give me an example. What do you mean supportive of her man?
Okay, so as men, we know money and status and things like this are very important. And when we are on our journey trying to accomplish these things, when we start to accomplish these things, we get a lot of options with a lot of new women. And a lot of times a woman will not be able to handle this. She'll get extremely jealous. She'll start to play mind games with you, try to make you jealous because women can't handle, they want a high status man, but a lot of times they can't handle being with one. So she has to be able to get that in check and be supportive of what he's doing and understand that things are going to work out.
If it wasn't for sex, would men have anything to do with women?
Yes, I believe so.
What would it have to do with them if it wasn't for sex?
Companionship around the house.
How you can get a maid to do that.
Right. But, I can go back to my childhood. Let's say I was playing football in high school. My mother went to every single one of my games. She made sure I was fed before I went to my games. She made sure my uniform was washed and ready to go before game time. And I think women are very gifted at providing that to a man's life.
Yeah. That's what they're supposed to be doing. They're
Yes.
supposed to be barefoot, pregnant, and in the kitchen.
Well, your words, not mine, but I'll take it.
And do women have love to give?
Not very many of them. And I think that comes from, again, this is just coming from me. There's no data on it, but as households are becoming single mother households and men are becoming, as you would call them, beta male. Yeah. I think women have no idea what to look for in a man. I think men are weak and women have been walking all over them for 25 years now. And that's just the way that it goes. But for women, respect is synonymous with love. So if you're a man who is able, first of all, you have to be worthy of being respected. And second of all, you can't tolerate disrespect. But I think if you do those two things, you're capable of getting love from a woman. Yes.
I noticed that a lot of men are getting beat up by women, cursed out. They spend a lot of money on women when they're dating. Should a man spend money on a woman that he's not married to?
No, he should not. But I think paying for a date or something like that is different than spending money on her.
Yeah.
Because you're just kind of going out for dinner, going out for an evening or something like that. So it's okay for a man to pick up the bill. That's a masculine trait. But in terms of spending money to try to impress a woman or try to buy her love, that's always a no-no. Women don't respect that.
Why are they so violent toward men nowadays? The women.
I think because they are not getting what they want out of men. I don't think women are violent towards men like Donald Trump. They might be angry with him, but the women that he dates are not. They're very submissive. They treat him well because he doesn't put up with any crap.
Yeah.
And that's how you get respect from a woman.
Have you ever been beat up or smacked by a woman?
A time or two, yes.
And did, and did you defend yourself or you allowed her to do that?
Well, it was usually just like one or two slaps, and I just kind of let it happen. Obviously, I'd be thrown in jail if I tried to defend myself, so I don't do it. Those were my younger days, though.
And did you have them arrested for slapping you?
No.
Why not?
As a matter of fact, I didn't even think that was an option. It would go through my head that if I called the cops would probably ask her why we were fighting, and she could probably say whatever she wanted to say, and I would be the one that goes to jail.
Nowadays, if the man is whomever called first, if the man called first, he can get her arrested.
Really?
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind.
What is love?
What is love? Love is respect.
And what is respect?
So respect is having a willingness to be totally honest with somebody and honest with yourself and true to your word, and reflect that onto the other person as well.
Should a man marry a woman who's already been married and or have children already?
No.
And why not?
Well, because for one, if she already has children, she's already been down that road. She's already done her part in terms of being a wife and a mother. And I think if you're a man that's starting out fresh, that's just not a good route to go down. If she's been married, I guess we could make an exception. It depends on the circumstances. But the children, I think those children belong to another man, and it would be unfair for me to step in the household and take his kids away from him.
I totally agree. A lot of men are doing that, and they are also marrying these women or getting involved with these women who have had children out of wedlock, and all they catch is hell when they do that. It's crazy to see it, but I understand it. What is so should women marry men who have already been married and or have children?
It's not as bad because for a man, you have to be, like I said, a protector and a provider. So if the man's capable of providing for children from his previous wife and his future wife, then he can accomplish that because men it's just different. There's a double standard. And, it's one of those things.
Amazing. Children don't like it when either the father bring another woman into his life or a mother bring another man into his life. And it causes them to feel left out and the parents are normally paying attention and trying to get love themselves, and the kids feel left out. And that's one of the reasons I believe that men or women, if they already have children or been married before with children, should not get married again.
I could see that.